Most people assume Jared Harris would jump at the chance to play Dumbledore like his father, but his real answer shocked everyone. When The Independent asked if he'd take over the role, he flat out dismissed the idea, saying, "Why do it? I don't understand. The films were fantastic. Leave them alone." He did admit there's still a lot of storytelling from the books that never made it into the movies, but he made it clear he has no interest in replacing his father's iconic performance.
The man rolled down the car window, stuck his hand out to test the thickness of the soil, but a large amount of mud poured in through the window, frightening him into quickly closing it. In just 1 minute, mud had covered his whole body. Before he could catch his breath, the sunroof suddenly shattered. The man quickly took out tape, trying to use it to seal the glass, but against tons of pressure, this thin tape was completely useless. In the critical moment, the man noticed the steering wheel lock under the seat. He hurried to pull the lock open, and fixed it on both sides of the sunroof. This temporarily blocked the mud that kept sinking. The man let out a long sigh of relief. He picked up a bottle of water casually, and didn't stop until he'd almost finished it, but thinking he didn't know when he'd be rescued, he might as well drink all the water. Then he took out his phone, preparing to make a distress call. No matter how he changed his position, there was not a single bar of signal in the car. The unwilling man turned on the car radio, but after tuning it for a long time, only static came from it. Now he was finally in despair. He slumped helplessly in the chair. At this moment, he spotted the gift he'd prepared for his wife. Unwilling to accept such an ending, he carefully went to the back seat, gathering all usable tools, hoping they would help him escape. However, none of them seemed useful. As he worried about this, water began seeping through the crack in the sunroof. The man quickly leaned over, sucking wildly with his mouth, but this efficiency was really too low, so he took out a bank card, folding it into the shape of a funnel, and inserting it into a plastic bottle, making a simple device. Soon, he collected a full bottle of water. The drinking water problem was solved. Next was how to get fresh air, so he removed an iron pipe, poking upward through the sunroof. If it successfully reached the ground, maybe he could still be rescued. However, the mud flowing out of the pipe shattered his illusion. He quickly found a newspaper to block it, then drilled a hole in the bottle cap, tying a knot with hemp rope and threading it through the cap. The problem of mud backflow was solved. The man inserted the iron pipe into the hole again, starting to push upward hard, watching as both iron pipes were used up, but still not reaching the ground. It showed how deeply the man was buried. As the friction grew greater, the third iron pipe just wouldn't push up. In desperation, he took out the jack. Soon the jack also reached its limit. He had to put a towel on his shoulder, gritting his teeth against the pain and pushing upward. The iron pipe finally broke through the soil. He quickly poked upward with the wire, and this time it finally worked. The man quickly leaned over to look. There was finally light in the iron pipe.